Hi, you guys. How are you guys out there? I hope and pray that you all are doing well today. Welcome to Ophiuchus and Me Tarot, and I appreciate you for being here first and foremost. So, to all of you that have contributed in any type of way for the growth of this channel, I want to say thank you. All right, and if you're new, hey, how you doing? I'm glad you stopped by, and welcome. I hope you hope you stay, hope you enjoy it, all of you. It is the 22nd master number, right? October 2022, and it's 7:13 p.m. I acknowledge this Saturday and every Saturday as the Sabbath, and within that energy, I try to rest. So, guys, as I have my hands like that, angel guide, let's get it with this oracle. So I hope and pray, like I said, all of you are doing well out there, and staying sucker free, and no one's involving themselves in the drama or getting wrapped up in the drama or anything like that. And just living life and trying your best to live it with the greatest intention, and love, and encouraging others to do and be better, and just positivity, high vibrations, so however the case, you guys, it is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We all woke up today, whatever day it is that you catch this. You're awake, you're alive and well. Thank God above that you are here and alive and well. And yeah, let's see what these cards tell us today, guys. Excuse me. The past couple of days, I've been getting some baffling energies, trying to figure it out, but it really all still revolved around like this type love thing. So love is tricky and it shouldn't be, so however the case, whoever is part of this collective energy, whatever you're going through out there, just give yourself time. Don't rush anything, and if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Okay, so here we have a card that says healing energy. And look at it there. What was that thing called? I forgot. It started with a C, and I always say, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but however the case, the Ophiuchus sign with the yeah. So this is really like speaking to us. I really wish I knew the name of that word right now. Anyway, let me not focus on that, because I'll sit up here and beat my brain to pieces trying to remember it. Anyway, so speaking directly to us in this healing energy, so let's further dive in. So it says here, your message. Angels are enveloping you in healing energy at this time. They are swirling around you, filling your body, mind, and soul with a soothing and peaceful light. They are guiding you to receive this healing energy and allow your body time to return to its natural state of goodness. Healing is actually an energy that goes beyond the body. It's the return to a natural and good state. Healing angels are placing their hands upon you and any situation that may be concerning you at this time. Know that the miracles you are seeking are unfolding before your eyes. You are blessed to receive this card today, because the energy it brings will mend any breakages, wounds, or emotional raw situations that are troubling your heart. So it says here on an extended message, it says, if anything in your life is broken or disrupted, this card indicates that healing energy is being brought to it. Your angels want you to know that any prayers or calls for help and support you have sent out have been received, and that they are working on the case now. Healing doesn't happen tomorrow, it begins today. So, you are guided to visualize the best and most loving outcome possible in all areas of your life. See angels of light placing their hands upon anything that may be of concern, and know that when you do this, you allow healing energy to unfold in the present moment. So some of you may be feeling like a sense of lack, or like you need some help, or like God's not hearing you, or what am I doing wrong, or something to that nature. But just know that your angels are working and your prayers have not been overlooked. It's just that maybe if it seems that way, like maybe there's still some inner healing that they want you to focus on. Maybe there's some things that you need to focus on first before they can come in and just shift things around for you, like magically, So I don't know what it is with each person, but even if you don't even know what it is that you still need to work on, well, maybe you need to go in and sit by yourself in a quiet space and reflect and think about your life and think about what's bothering you. Start there. Start at the origin, and ask yourself those pertinent questions. Well, why does it bother me? Is it something that I can change, within myself, or how I respond to something or something like that? Because sometimes, we just, call out loud, like, oh God, please stop this stuff, from happening. Why do I have to keep going through this? Well, maybe he did try to help us before we got ourselves into the situation. It was that little, the little voice in your head that told you before you made the decision to do it, and you did the opposite of what you heard, So it's just like, well, you have to go through it and, see why you were told, hey, no, maybe you shouldn't do that, So, it is what it is, Sometimes we still have to go through it because it's a lesson in it. So we don't never maybe go against our premonitions, or our angel guides telling us X, Y, and Z, or whatever. Wow, the card flew like, yeah, there you go again. I'm on a new level. All right, karmic family around. Let me just grab a couple others from around this side. I just grabbed them and started shuffling. I didn't mix them up or anything. So, thank you guys for being here and your time and energy as always. If you're new, I do a couple of index cards, and I do 3 decks. And then today, since it's the Sabbath, I focus on another tarot deck, and it has like biblical verses attached to it, and the Kabbalah, and the Sephiras, and the rankings of the Tree of Life, and so on and so forth. So I just kind of like throw that in there, like at the last bit of the reading. So if that's not your thing, I get it, but I do it towards the end, just like top it off for the read. So however the case, guys, here we go. Interesting. Okay. And it says here, someone or somebody is expecting. So congratulations if you are pregnant with a little bundle of joy. And oh wow, okay. Okay, here we go. So, here we go. It's this cruise card again. Someone must really want to, like, take a cruise or go on a cruise. You know, you must like really love water and stuff. You really like traveling. Or you've never been and you've really been thinking about it. Well, maybe you'll be able to go in the winter. That'd be nice. You are about to take off. Get ready to soar. You know, maybe after you've healed and gone through, or you realize that angels are starting to hear you and your cry and your prayers, you know, you'll be able to move through much more efficiently or calmer or something like that. You may be feeling a little lonely, like someone isn't there for you, or you're not, you know, like you missed that part of love, you know, because I've been pulling on that a lot. By leaps and bounds, you're full of life and moving. Woman of virtue, so you have a lot of respect for yourself and moral, and you know, you're worth a lot. You're a humble individual, you are. Move forward always, never backwards. Someone's name starts with the letter P. And it says here, stay calm. It's required to advance. You can't be all bottled up and, you know, worried about things. You know, your energy, your vibes are going to be off, and everything else is going to be off. Okay. Someone around you is two-faced, wishy-washy. One day, yeah, next day, nah. Yeah, can't ever make up their mind. Show Mickey we're lucky, bitcha. Rest in peace to my mom, my grandma. That's a card. None of you guys know or been here before. That's like when they used to play cards and things like that, family gatherings. Someone was doing good or getting all the money in the pot. You know, show Mickey we're lucky, bitcha. You know, like it was an old just saying that they said at the table. And I don't know why I wrote it on the card, but I wrote it on the card. So show Mickey we're lucky, bitch. You show them everything that you got. Don't you have to tell them. They just see it, you know. So however the case, you're linked in everywhere. Closure is needed and usually required. Karmic family around. And who is the distraction here? So there's someone that's in your vicinity that's not allowing the process of growth to naturally happen. They're a distraction. They're a nuisance. Then you have King of the Castle. So I have a King of the Castle and a woman of virtue. I'm on a new level. I laugh because that song is hilarious. So anyway, you're on a new level. You're doing great things, but people are a distraction to you. You're praying. You're looking for healing. You know, you're trying to live. Okay. So let's go with the door. You know, let's start there. Because each day is a new day, right? You have an opportunity to leave things behind and move forward, right? Never backwards. And in order for you to take off and run and do these things in leaps and bounds, you have to be willing to close doors and open new ones. So here's the first deck, guys. Let's see what we get today. Let's see what lucky cards want to come flying out today. Okay. So, let me take this down now so you can kind of see what's going on. I added an extra little light too, so I don't even want to look at that right now. I added an extra light so you can kind of see a little bit clearer, especially when I do the videos at night. I'm trying not to lean on the table so much. It's so wiggly and it makes so much noise. Like, it's so annoying. Like, I need to get another card table, but it's like still standing. I don't want to waste $50 or $60 just on a card table, you know. So it's like, just get off of the table, okay? That's all I have to do. Anyway, so let's see what we have here at the bottom of this deck, so we can get started with this reading. I have for you all out there. Okay, I have the Eight of Swords. So within the Eight of Swords, just things that are constantly going around in your mind. You can't get certain things off of your mind. Things are bothering you. And you're trying your best to stay humble and not go off on people. But you know that these are people that you're just not finding any happiness with. And you can't really move the way that you want to. So here you have the world. Like I said, you know, you're about to soar. Maybe you're about to travel the world. Maybe you're about to take a world cruise or something like that. I don't know. And then you have here, you're very balanced. You know, you take a lot of energies and you balance things. And that's the only real thing that's actually keeping you from going off on people, is because you have so much patience. And they really don't even realize, you know, like, you have another side to you. But you're trying to keep things so balanced, you know, with these people. That's maybe those karmic family members, you know, like. So you're just taking your time around them, and you're really trying not to tip the scales. You know, you still love them, you know, but they're just really, yeah, like killing your vibe, you know. And there's just things that you know that you want to do and move forward, and they're I don't know, they're just, yeah, they feel like they're weighing you down and causing things to happen in your surrounding areas. And so with that card, healing energy, like, you know, like you're just calling on help. Like, why is it that I have to deal with other people? You know, like, why can't I just deal like with myself, you know? But don't worry, it's all part of the plan. Okay, you have to integrate, okay, other people's energies to be able to combat the world. Okay, if you didn't know how to deal with this properly, you would be out there in the world furthering your life, right, or in the world or whatever, and coming across different types of energies and spazzing on just random people, you know, because you didn't deal with it before, and you're dealing with it with the family, with the best scenario of, you know, of scenarios. Okay, so yeah, now you have this moon situation, and you're just like, they may not know how you really truly feel. Like, you know, they may get on your damn nerves, you know. And maybe they're blocking the love or something like that. It says, you know, here, Ace of Cups, like, yeah, you love them, but maybe you want to offer your love to someone, and maybe, you know, it's hard, and maybe you have like a cousin living with you and they just won't go. But, you know, things are changing, you know, because you are being patient, you know, you're being patient. And you know that, you know, you have a lot of support from the angels. And, you know, they're the ones that help you throughout the day and giving you this balance. Here you have this King of Cups. So, yeah, you're this loving man. Wow. And then you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So, I guess that's actually, like, perfect in a sense. You know, the Queen of Wands in reverse is someone that is not, like, caught up on herself. That's the way I look at it. You know, she's not, like, prideful and things like that. You know, she's just, maybe she used to be, and she's really pretty and all those things, but she's not, like, self-centered, you know. So you're getting someone maybe that's coming around, or maybe you're involved with someone like that. And it's just kind of difficult because you or maybe you see her as an empress, you know. Yeah, I don't know. you know, but however the case, you know, that's at the bottom. So, like I said, maybe you have this cousin or something or someone living in your space, and they're just really blocking like your joy and your movements, you know. But you're trying to stay calm. You're trying to keep things balanced because they are your family. You know, they don't know how you really feel about them, you know, like, deep down, like, yeah, I love you, but you're getting on my nerves. Like, you haven't found a place to just live yet, you know. I can't have company like the way I really, truly like to have company, because you live in my living room, on the couch, or, you know, whatever. And, it's just like, but see, it's really kind of like, also like, well, you signed up for that, you know. Like I was saying, it's just a lesson, you know. You'll never do that again, you know. And I mean, unless it's just a dire situation and you feel like they have no one else to help them. So however the case, here's the second deck, you guys. I appreciate you if you're still here with me. And yeah, like this Two of Cups, like yeah, like you're just really like stuck on this relationship stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. And maybe, and I did have that card, lonely, so you know, maybe you're ready, you know, just to start a new venture, you know, in your world, and do things, and you're really just trying to stay balanced, really, and not, like I said, go crazy on individuals, you know, that are causing things to kind of, I mean, I see the Tower, but I don't look at it like it's full blown like bad. It's just, you know, they're just a distraction, right? Like, who is a distraction here? Well, that's who's the distraction. It's someone that's in your environment, and you're just praying like, oh God, please, you know, like, I can't do this anymore. Like, why did I have to be the family member to step up or something like that? Because now they're just like, they're not doing what they should be doing with themselves. And they're just like a needle in my side or something like that. So however, guys, here's the second deck. Queen of Wands and upright. So, like I said, maybe, you know, maybe she knows, yes, how beautiful she is and all that. But you, I'm going to put these back because I want one at a time. But I see a Knight of Cups and an Eight of Wands. So it's just like, you just want to offer her this love, but you know, like, you see that in her. You see this Empress in her, right? But she doesn't come across like that. Like, she's not real stuck on herself. She's not like that. But she's like beautiful. Here's the Eight of Pentacles. So, like I said, you're like this hardworking individual. So yeah, you'll be successful because it's part of your story, okay? That's just what it is. Your story is for you to be very successful, and you will be. But you have to go through these levels of test. Okay. So here next you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I'm not too sure if, like, right now she's not in any type of relationship, maybe. Or maybe you think she's not looking for a relationship. Because you're the King of Cups upright. Like, so you're looking. And I guess she's coming across that she's not looking for a relationship or something like that. Or that's the energy that you get. But don't worry, I guess things will be changing soon. Wheel of Fortune. She's either not in a relationship or she's coming across that she doesn't want to be in a relationship. Wow, with the Sun in reverse. So maybe like that saddens you. Like if she said that she really didn't want to be in a relationship. Because that's all that's on your mind. And now you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So things are like really kind of slow moving. Maybe it's because of that cousin. So you may have to, even though you love them, you may have to kick them out in order to have like this love or something. I don't know why I'm picking up that, but I mean, that's what I'm getting. And then next after that is the World right underneath the Lovers. And here's the World right there. So what's underneath this Empress card over here? What's next after the Empress? The Hermit. So maybe she's in Hermit, you know, right now. And, you know, just kind of doing her. Like, yeah, I'm not really ready for a relationship. You know, and you're just like, why not, you know? So, there are some things that one of you have to, I mean, well, let me not say one of you. There's some things that I guess you still have to understand, or just take it slow with this person. Just like you have to take it slow with your family member that's sleeping on the couch or whatever, you know, like it's just a test. How much do you, want to be with this person? Interesting. Maybe they've been through it, you know, already, and, you know, and they're just in that hermit phase, you know, like, getting themselves together, you know, trying to heal, right? Maybe they're healing right now. And, you know, you just never know what a person is going through. So, you know, you can start small, you know, by trying to maybe make conversations with them and saying, you know, just letting your guard down and letting them see that you're not rushing them about anything. You just really like them, you know. And letting them know that, you know, you're there. Like, we can start as friends, you know. You don't have to rush into anything. But you want a relationship. It's been a while. And this is the third deck, you guys. So yeah, it's been a while. And you really just want that, you know. So I understand that. But, you know, everybody's not always ready when you're ready. That's, like I said at the beginning, love can be a tricky thing, you know. And it shouldn't be, but, you know, it's either something that you can understand right away, especially if it's someone that's going through something, or it's something that needs to be conversed about, you know, and given time. So here's the third deck. I appreciate you guys for being here with me today on this here 22nd day of October 2022 and rocking it here with me on Ophiuchus and Me. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you so very much, and only if you like. I appreciate it all. Thank you so very much, guys. All right. Okay. the last deck. And what wants to come out? The Fool. So, yeah, you want to jump off of any ledge for this person that you see that is just so beautiful, but they are just like not even tripping. You know, like they're not conceited, they're not stuck up, they're not out there trying to be seen, they're just really laid back. And you see that, you know, you see the value in them, you know, you see who they are. They keep popping out. And Knight of Earth, Knight of Pentacles, right? So it just requires for you to take your time. All right, don't rush. Great things come to those who wait. All right, so there I go, leaning on the table again. Okay, here we go. Third deck, guys. Appreciate you and your time, your energy, and your patience. So here we go. And let's see what comes out. A lot of them trying to flip over and give me little hints and things. There we go. Sometimes it takes so long. I'm like, why? Okay. Okay, here we go, finally. Interesting. So here is the Hierophant card. And I've never seen this card before. So anyway, Hierophant. Okay, it says Shaman at the bottom. So you going to God and asking for this guidance and protection and healing of your heart and strength and all these things, because you know that that's the only place that you could get it. You need some help in this situation. You know that you are this emperor that wants this empress. So that's in hermit mode right now. And it's like, how do you get this person to come out of this? So here's the Page of Wands. Like, yeah, what moves do you take to, you know, start the fire going, you know? Like, what the heck? Yeah, how do you get to this place of peace with this person, or clarity, or how do you, you know, be able to sell into the night, I don't know, the night air, the night something, or in the morning. I don't know what I was trying to say, but how do you sell it to, you know, a new existence of peace, or, you know, like with this individual? Oh wow. And then have fullness and happiness, right? Because here you're not getting it with your cousin on the couch and all these things. Like, life is just dull and you're not happy, and you want to be able to share happiness with and share a pot of gold together eventually. But, you know, a cup of love, a cup of happiness, a cup of just something together. So yeah, you really are in the position right now where you and then here is the Knight of Wands. Okay, falling right underneath. So you have the Page and then the Knight. So, you know, you're used to doing things your way. Yes, you're the Emperor. You've been down many roads before, but you have a lot of patience. So yeah, Temperance, you have a lot of patience, and that is why that's why, you know, you're like this beautiful individual here, you know, the earth angel here. And you know how much time that it takes to weave that, you know? So, integration. Integrate that patience into the things that you want, okay? And all will come about. And here, what card is this? I cannot remember these things. I don't know why either. Oh. See, I guess I can't remember this being the Chariot because I just don't see the Chariot. But you have the Chariot right here. So, you will get this great opportunity, but you have to integrate your skills. And dealing with the cousin on the couch is part of you getting to the next levels of your life and understanding how to have an surplus or I can't speak, and to have a tremendous amount of this here patience to be able to battle, you know, things and get over things, conquer things. So yeah, guys, appreciate you. If you're still here, I'm gonna now do this Rotamundi tarot, and I'm just gonna do 3 cards on top of the 3 sections that I have here. And then, yeah, wrap up the read for this here Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom to all of you, and I appreciate you all for being here with me. And come back anytime and rock with me here on Ophiuchus and Me. I am always right here. Daily reads for you, and yeah, let's get it. So, what 3 cards are going to come out today? What 3 messages are going to come out on top of you just needing to realize that a lot of times we call on God and the angels, but we really only need a little bit of strength. We can conquer it. We can get through it, but we just need some extra strength to help us, you know. And we're just like, why, please just get me out of this, you know. Well, sometimes they can't just take you out right away, but they can give you a little extra strength or a little bit of insight to be able to see things from a different perspective. Okay. Everything happens for a reason. One of my main phrases, and that is for certain, everything that you go through is for a reason. Trust me. There are no mistakes made. You were put here by a power much more powerful than yourself. Always remember that. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Actually, I'm not gonna, I don't even need to know what's at the bottom, because the explanations on these cards sometimes are very long, and I'm not gonna read the one that I get for the bottom, but just for the sake of doing it the way I do everything else, let's see what's at the bottom. Okay, and then we'll proceed, and I'll get 3 cards and read, and that'll be it. And I hope you guys have a lovely evening wherever you are, and enjoy the rest of your evening wherever you are, or day. Like I said, you could catch this sometime tomorrow or any day, just wherever you are. Enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, and always be safe out there. what's at the bottom? It looks like it's a King of Wands at the bottom. Looks like a wand, King of Wands. And so it says the Magnum Opus. And it's the Red King and the White Queen in the alchemical wedding. And you see the sun and the moon. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what exactly all of that means, but let's proceed. She was the Queen in reverse of Wands, and you were the King of Cups, so but you're also the Emperor. You see the Empress in her, and so you know you recognize game, right? You know that she's this wonderful, beautiful, passionate person that just does not. Is this 3 cards? No, it's more than that. That just does not put herself out there like that for the world to see. She doesn't showcase it like that. You really have to know her. Wow. Wow. Okay, guys. We're going somewhere with this reading. I got 2 of the cards. It's 2 cards. I'm going to put them back. I only need 1 more. It's 2 cards. I only need 1 more. So, here we are. Interesting. Okay, and at the bottom now I have a masculine triangle. So, you are the Emperor. So, I don't know. I'm not going to get all into that right now. But, you have first out the Temperance. So that's you 3 times, right? The Temperance, the Temperance, the Temperance. Temperance. Here it says integration, but you see the numbers here are the same. The X is 10, and then the 1 and the 5, and is subtraction to make a 14. So you have the X. I don't know how well you can see that, the I and the V. So these, it is the same. And then here the number 14. Okay, so you have it 3 times. So right now you are going through this transformation of some sort where you have to have a lot of patience. And then you have the Tower. And it may seem like things are just falling apart. Oh, she doesn't want to be in a relationship. Oh, I can't get my cousin off my couch. So on and so on and so forth. But here, this is either the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Wands. So it's either putting some things down to get to the 10 of Pentacles, right? Or just the 10 of Pentacles. And then let's read, okay? Because I don't want to start going off and don't really know what the heck, you know, each one of these mean by themselves. So however the case, let's read, okay? So it says here on the path number 25, on the Kabbalah, the 25th path of wisdom connects Yesod, which is the foundation, and Tefereth, which is beauty or Christ, okay, and is associated with the Temperance card, the Temperance tarot card, excuse me. Yesod is associated with the moon and the Sapientia Dei, which is wisdom of God, and Tefereth is associated with the sun and Yeshua. The path the Temperance card is on, represents the marriage between the sun and the moon, or the Ophiuchus in alchemy. The person appears as an angel, but the spirit of the alchemist would be a better description. In alchemy, wings are added to creatures to symbolize the spirit of a substance when it is in gaseous state. gaseous. I don't know how to say that word. That's a shame. Anyway, when it's in its gas state, okay? So, the person on the temperance card represents the seeker as the alchemist. The gender is not clearly defined because both genders can engage in alchemy. And there is neither Jew nor Greek, male nor female, within the body of Christ. Galatians 3:28. The middle pillar of the Kabbalah represents a balance of male and female polarities, traits, which exist in all humans. And these characteristics are not related to a person's sex organs. The temperance card represents the great work of alchemy and portrays the person's internal transformation. As the alchemist works toward the purification of his or her soul and the transmutation of it into gold. The spirit has one foot in the water and the other on earth as a reference to baptism and to the transformation of elements between solids, liquids, and gases. The spirit holds two cups and transfers the water / elixir of life. John 4:14, Revelations 21:1 and 17. From one cup into the other through the air, which is a portrayal of the distillation process. Distillation involves using fire, which is heat, to transform water into air. And in a laboratory, a condenser is used to cool the air or gases and transform them back into water. This is part of the purification process. What is gathered in the second flask or cup is the purified substance of water, without any extra byproducts or pollutants that it may have acquired. The distillation process is a metaphor of the The distillation process is a metaphor of the alchemist transforming his or her soul by the renewing of his or her mind. Romans 12:2, and overcoming sin and therefore living by the Spirit of God. 2 Corinthians 7:1. And I'm going to stop there, okay? Kind of goes on and on, but I'm going to leave it there, okay? So, like I said, you're trying to get through this, and you have the strength that you need to get through it because you have God trying to recreate you, in a sense, with the patience and you getting through the levels of these things. You'll come out differently, you'll come out transformed. So anyhow, no matter how hard things may seem to you, here with this Tower card, it's not as bad as it seems, but still, let me read because I don't know where it's going with this, okay? So here it says, path 27. The 27th path of wisdom connects the Sephirot of Hod, which is glory, and Netzach, which is victory, and is associated with the lightning struck tower tarot card. It represents both the fall of mankind, which it says consequences of the original sin of Adam and Eve, and the solution to it. The card shows a tower being struck by lightning. The tower represents the middle pillar of the Kabbalah. The crown being blown off the top represents the top Sephirot, the Sephirot of Kether, which is the crown, which symbolizes Adam and Eve's fall from grace, removal of their crown, and their explosion. Explosion. Yeah, expulsion. Explosion. Yeah. I'm telling you, you don't see words and get old and out of school, you're like, is that what that was? Anyway, and their explosion from the Garden of Eden. Common interpretations of this card usually include being shaken up, sudden destruction, or references to the Tower of Babel, where humanity's pride, vanity, and great feats were lost in an instant when God confused their languages. God's first instruction to humanity was to be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, Genesis 1:28. But instead of spreading out and filling the earth, the people of Babel sought to build a tower as a monument to themselves, so that all people would gather in one place. It says in parentheses, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth, Genesis 11:4. In response, God confused their language, which caused them to be separated and dispersed over the face of the earth, Genesis 11:9. Humanity has been endowed with both free will and predestination, but in the end, the will of God will be done. If the people become too complacent, God will give them a push in the right direction, which is what occurred at the Tower of Babel. The Tower Tarot card can be viewed as symbolizing the separation of people at the Tower of Babel, but a deeper meaning can be applied by viewing it as the fall of Adam and Eve and the solution to their fall. In Kabbalistic folklore, there is a story that claims that the angel Raziel entrusted a book of secrets to Adam and Eve when they were expelled from the Garden of Eden. And the book was given to them so they could find their way home back to God. This book of secrets is said to be the origins of the Kabbalah, which is claimed to have been passed down by word of mouth through the oral tradition from Adam to the patriarchs. The Sefer HaRazim, Book of Raziel, or the Secrets, did not appear in written form until the 3rd or 4th centuries CE. And the Sefer Raziel Hamalakah, Book of the Angel Raziel, was not written until sometime in the 13th century. The Tower card is not related to the Angel Raziel, but it is related to the Kabbalah, and both portrays the fall of Adam and Eve and displays their means of returning to God and restoring their crown by climbing back up the tree of life, Kabbalah. So here it says next, the tower represents the middle pillar of the Kabbalah. The 3 windows near the top of the tower symbolizes the supernatural triangle made up of the Sephirot of Kether, which is the crown, Shokma, which is wisdom, and Binah, which is understanding, in the world of Atziluth, or emanation. The tower is struck with a bolt of lightning, and the man, Adam, is moved to the left side of the tower, representing the pillar of severity, and the woman falls to the right side, representing the pillar of mercy. The tree of the Sephirot consists of 3 pillars. The pillar of severity is associated with the male polarity of fire. With the male polarity with fire and with action, learning through experience. The pillar of mercy is associated with the female polarity with water and with thought, learning through contemplation. And the middle pillar represents a balance between the masculine and feminine polarities. Okay, so it's a whole lot, it's like a lot, like 4 more, 5 more pages. So with the tower falling here in this section, and with the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, and you trying to make a move in the world and who you are, and all these things, it's just like it's still part of the transformation. You don't want to completely lose your head, in this process. But I know some days it probably feels like it, but with the temperance coming out first and it coming out to other times previous to, is going to help you not to lose your crown. Okay, you're going to be able to, give it back to God, give all the energy back to God to redirect you into a new way, a new space, a new. Let me look up Ten of Pentacles first. A new way of looking at everything and what's going on. So that's not it. Let me look at Ten of Wands and see if that's it. So let's see. This book is something else. Okay, so it's the Ten of Wands, right? So, you're going to have to, put down things in order to move forward. And even if it comes to, excuse me, you telling your cousin or whoever it is that is in your way or whatever. I don't really know what's going on in your world, but there's someone that you feel is a slight distraction, or I use the word leeching on. There's someone maybe leeching on to your energy because that you're taking care of your business, but they're not doing what they should be doing. And you may need to kindly tell them, you have like another 3 months to get yourself together, So, however, we have here Ten of Wands, Malkuth, which means the kingdom. So it says the Sephirah of Malkuth, which is kingdom, represents the physical world and universe. It is the manifestation of the will of God and is the only Sephirah in the world of action. Within the world, humans are given free will and they must discern between good and evil. Deuteronomy 30:19. On an almost daily basis, with the intent being that they will learn to become like God by understanding the difference between good and evil. Genesis 3:22. People are given ample opportunities to demonstrate empathy and love for their fellow man and to come to the aid of those in need. Matthew 25:44. People are evaluated on the basis of how they use the talents they are given. Matthew 25:14 through 30. And everyone will be judged according to their own deeds. Psalms 33:15, 1 Peter 1:17, and Revelations 20:12. The name of God associated with Malkuth is Adonai Haaretz, which means Lord of the earth. God being the Lord of the earth and everything in it, as well as the purity of his seekers, is expressed at the beginning of Psalms 24:1 through 6. The word Adonai is used during prayer in place of the proper name of God, the Tetragrammaton. When speaking about God in other contexts, the word Hashem, the name, is used in place of the Tetragrammaton. The element associated with Malkuth is earth, which is also what Adam was created from, Genesis 2:7. The color associated with Malkuth is citrine, which can range in color from yellow to gold to reddish brown and refers to the red earth Adam was formed out of, or the alchemist's quest for gold, which in the Rider Waite deck is represented by a dry stream bed of the river Pishon that leads back to the Garden of Eden. The Minor Arcana card selected to represent the tens is the Ten of Pentacles, which shows the pentacles arranged in the shape of the Kabbalistic tree of life. An old man is seen in the foreground petting a pair of dogs while observing a couple and their child standing in an archway. The old man can be viewed as the Ancient of Days, observing the activities of those on the earth. The male, female, and child represent a couple who has obtained balance, having followed the mitzvah of being fruitful and multiplying. The presence of the Kabbalistic tree also suggests balance and completion. The exact nature of what is occurring on the card is subjective and can be interpreted in different ways, which is why the tarot is such an effective tool for extracting subconscious impressions. The image could represent a person and child attaining to gain access to the old man, but being delayed by a guard who is holding a spear. Or the archway might be viewed as a two-way mirror being used by God to observe the lives of a family. While the child pets the dog in the physical world, the same dog is being petted from within the spiritual plane of existence. The Sephirah of Malkuth is also associated with the page of the court card and represents the disciples, apprentices of the night, or Vav, or the Messiah, who are learning from the night in order to be of service to the king. The second Hey becomes the Yod of its own cycle. So, with this card, what the heck? With with this card in particular, Malkuth in the kingdom, like that's falling here on top of the Six of Wands card that you had. Where was it? Oh, right here, Six of Wands. Like you being successful. The Ten of Pentacles at the end, because Malkuth said kingdom, and you having this free will to do good. Like you've done good, you're helping your cousin, you probably still will help your cousin, or whoever it is, right? And being seen as this emperor, understanding that people go through things, and that you're trying to be a representative of, the Most High, and do good and treat others with love and kindness and care and so on and so forth. So, you're trying your best to have this balance, and you want to climb and continue to climb up the tree of life. So, yeah, all I can say is, just hold tight and keep God close, and do what you feel is right in terms of letting people down easily, and moving forward and not rushing people into love, and all of those things, and just taking life as a real true lesson, because that's all it is, my friend. So it's been fun. Come back anytime. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, please, and thank you. And of course, only if you like. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye bye.